Gents, how are we doing? You're very welcome here today. We are talking all things testosterone. The most important hormone in a man's body is testosterone. The primary sex hormone as well in a man's body. So what we're going to discuss is how to increase your T levels. It's very important because it affects your mood, it affects your libido, it affects your overall energy and vitality. And we want to get you in a place where you're just feeling like the man. You are the man. You're feeling like the man. And having high T has a very close correlation with becoming the man, with feeling like the man, feeling confident in yourself. So testosterone, it's a hormone, like I mentioned there, and it impacts muscle growth. So the higher T, the more muscle growth you have. It also helps with fat loss, mood, libido, and overall vitality, like I just mentioned. However, the research is showing that testosterone is falling off a cliff. It is bit by bit falling down, which is a major issue because we're just having a lot of weak men in the world. So you can get ahead of the curve by boosting your testosterone levels with what I will discuss very shortly. So yeah, secondary effects of testosterone, sexual characteristics such as, like I mentioned, increased muscle mass, facial hair, and then the deepening of the voice too. And look at this man here. Roman soldier typed in. He is full of testosterone, jacked to bits, and looking like a warrior. This is very important, all right? So men with high testosterone. So not only does he have ambition, because he's highly ambitious when he has high testosterone and drive, and obviously the masculinity that comes with it, but women crave him also. So women can always sense a man with high testosterone. And there is the great Mr. Conor McGregor. So what does testosterone do for men? It does a lot of things. But there's one thing in particular. It makes effort feel good. And this is where it's all associated with the gym. So it makes effort feel good. So when you're in the gym pumping iron, that effort that you're putting in feels good. A lot of people, maybe with lower T, would think it's a strain, it's a pain, it's a struggle. They don't enjoy it. But effort feels good. You putting in that effort, that's what makes you feel good. That's what makes you feel alive. So this here is Dr. Andrew Huberman. As a lot of you will know, he's a neurobiologist, but anyway, he talks a lot about hormones, and very importantly so. He was the man that I came across that said testosterone makes effort feel good. It's a great podcast on it. But he believes it is one of the most important effects of testosterone, which is very important. A lot of people talk about the characteristics such as muscle mass and getting lean, but this is what is probably the most important element of it all. It makes effort feel good. When you're lifting weights, that effort that you're putting in, that feels good. So Andrew believes that, like I mentioned there, is one of the most important effects of testosterone. What is interesting is that when you feel good, you are also likely to produce even more testosterone. So the better you feel, the more effort you put in, the more testosterone you produce. It builds on itself. That is what is happening. He also mentioned that the most successful people enjoy hard work. And you will too. During this whole process of coming along this journey with myself, by me coaching you, you will begin to enjoy the toughness of working yourself out hard in the gym, and how that will literally seep into all areas of your life for the better. It's not just the reward of doing the hard work, but the actual work that feels good itself. And there'll be moments in your life when you've definitely felt this. So for myself, I love lifting weights, and not just for the results that it gives, but I like the enjoyment of pushing myself because it builds character. I always talk, you are building character every time you are pushing yourself. And it can get to the point, if you can get to the point where you actually enjoy hard work, you become fucking unstoppable. That's as simple as it is. You become unstoppable. No one's going to mess with you. No one's going to get in your way. You're going to become the man, like I mentioned before. So when hard work is more fun than watching Netflix or TV, this is when your world will shift. You'll have a shift. You'll have a complete platonic shift of just how you view things and how you view struggle as well, which is very, very important. So most guys will have a tough time getting to this point, mainly because they're